Alright, Elite Go 3 here, and this is going to be a 500 card order from PSA. This order came in during the first part of the week, and I've just been kind of going through the cards here and there. But I'm going to do a showcase here and show off all the grades. And then you guys can leave comments and let me know what you guys think of the order. I'm not going to tell you guys what I think of it. I'd rather let it be a surprise more for the viewers and subscribers. This is the packing slip, so it's just like, I don't know, 10 pages or so, and that's all the stuff that I sent in. And they're all in these boxes. As most people know, if you do send with PSA, they'll put like the number on here, like 20 means there's 20 inside this one. And then these, I think 71336 might have to do with the submission number. I don't know. So I'm going to get the cards over to the table, and let's take a look at the grades and see how the order panned out later. Alright, let's get to the grades here. We're going to start off with some vintage here. And we've got a 1968 Rod Carew. This one's in a PSA 6. So, beautiful card. Actually, my favorite card of Rod Carew, because he's not like on the card with somebody else. So, it's got the iconic the All-Star Rookie Trophy on it too. So, a PSA 6 on this. This was like a purchase off of ComC or eBay. So, start off with that one. I won't talk as much on each card because we got 500 to get to. This is a Pete Rose, 72 tops, coming in with a nice solid 5.5. I think I was thinking like 6 or 7 on this when I sent it, but a 5.5 is not bad. It's actually centered pretty good. I think the corners were the main problem with this Pete. I was pretty stoked to send all these vintage cards in. So this is a pretty amazing card, the 1960 Topps McCovey. I bought this raw on eBay. I don't know what I paid for it, maybe 30 bucks. But it got a 4.5, which isn't bad at all. So 4.5 on this McCovey. And 1965 Topps Willie Mays of PSA 5. Not bad. So I mean, these were all cards that I kind of just wanted them slabbed. I thought they were in pretty good shape. I believe I bought them for my binder, and then upon second viewing, I thought they looked nicer than like the PSA 2s and 3s that I put into the binder. So I decided to send some of them in. One of the things I feared the most was them coming back like altered. So the fact that a lot of them are getting slabbed here is awesome. So this is a Pete Rose 1964 Topps. I think this one did very well. You know, it's off-centered pretty badly from left to right, but overall it's not bad at all. It's got a little crease right here, so I was a little surprised with the 5, but I think the overall look of the card is pretty good. And then there's something on the back here too, so it's a beautiful card. This is actually my favorite Pete Rose card too. And we've got a couple of these 68 Topps Pete Roses. This one got a 5, so these older cards are obviously tougher than the modern, but I don't think a 5 is bad. So 68 Topps 5, and then another 68 Topps 5. So a couple 5s on these. This one looks pretty good to the eye. And then we've got a Clemente 1961 Topps PSA 5. Nice looking card. And you know, the value of these slabs probably went up a little bit, but not a ton. I think with cards like this, you need to get into like the 7s and 8s, and that's when the price jumps up. But obviously, it's hard to buy those ones raw because most people either keep them for their collection or already have gotten them slabbed. So that's what I think creates the value for those cards. So this is a 72, so we're getting a little bit more into not current day cards, but it's not like a 50s or 60s card. So a 6 isn't great. I think it's okay. I think I was expecting like a 7 or 7.5 on this. So the 72 millions, I think this is his second to last card. So and then we've got this card. This is really cool. 75 Topps. Yeah, so I was expecting like a 7 or 7.5 on this one too. So I mean, those are not crazy disappointments, but I'll probably put it in the store. I won't keep it for my Yaz registry, so that's the only thing about that. So and now we're going to get to some football. Here we're jumping right into a Vick card. So 2001 Upper Deck Ovation Michael Vick. Don't know why I did that, but world premiere. Now, if you do buy this set, it's very easy because I don't know. There's just not a lot that can go wrong. The only thing I can see is this back. Oh, it's kind of silver. Sometimes you'll see like little dings on the back of that, but for the most part, this set's not tough at all. So a PSA 10 on that, and there's another one here. This one got a 10 too, and so did pretty good on those Vicks. They're out of 250, and the auto is on card. It's not a sticker. Back to some vintage. So we're just gonna flip around. So this video is gonna be for like I think a lot of different people will want to see the different cards because it's kind of all over the place. I don't know if there's basketball though. Yeah, there's a little bit of basketball. There's no hockey though. So beautiful 71 tops, Ryan, in a 5. I mean, that's about all I expected because we have those black borders. So it's definitely a tough set to grade on that, Ryan. And then this was a 5. The 70 tops Hank, PSA 5. So I don't think I did that great on the older ones, but I didn't like do terrible, like pull 3s and stuff. And then this was actually like a PSA 8 with the parentheses OC. See how it's kind of off center on the back there from top to bottom, and they gave it a 6. So I think that's about the same as an 8 with the OC on it. I think they take it off 2 grades. Here's some football. So with modern cards, Topps does a great job with their quality control. So you're going to see a lot of 10s here. Just because there's not a lot that can go wrong with these cards. I mean, it's not like I'm sending every single one in that I have, but if you kind of look your cards over, you're going to get a lot of 10s on these moderns, and it does increase the value some, but not like crazy. So a couple of Todd Gurley's, and those are great cards for the store. When football season starts, I'll put those in the store, and I don't know what they'll sell for, probably $20, but to somebody it'll be a great collectible. And then this is a Mariota. This is the high-tech gold. Just like a diffractor, and I think I'm going to sell off a lot of my Mariotas, so this one will be in the store too. A lot of this stuff actually will be. Derek Carr Topps Chrome. This is just his base rookie, but a 10 on that one. That's 14. Let's get to the next box. So I'm just going to dump cards out of the boxes and get to it. This is a lot of talking. I haven't done one of these. I think I did one of these in January, and it was pretty good. So here's an LT. This is Bowman Chrome Draft Day Relics. PSA 10 on this one. I was a little surprised to pull a 10 on this one, but not gonna complain. I wanted to get this for my LT PSA registry. And I thought like an 8 or 8.5. It got the 8. It does have white showing. Something that I do when I send cards in is I don't always expect like a 9 or 10. There's times where I just want a card slabbed. It's not like I'm sending junkers in, but I mean, I don't have an expectation of 9s or 10s on every single card. There's a lot of cards I shoot for like 8s. Here's a badass LT Pros and Prospects. This is out of 1,000. This is a PSA 10, so I think I bought a few of these raw, and this was the nicest one that I came across. PSA 10 on that. We got the Rookies and Stars auto. This one actually has it's not numbered, but it's got a print run of 230 or something. So there's Brees in the background. I always like the card just a little bit more because of that. Kind of weird. Back here does show some white chipping, but it's not terrible. The front looks really nice on this one. We got an Upper Deck Vintage. I thought this was a 10, but I don't know. I guess it wasn't good enough. Bowman's Best. This is the LT to 149. What is it? 1499. PSA 10 on this one. And we've got SP Game Used Edition. This one's out of 500. Beautiful card. A nice solid PSA 9 on that one. So we're just going through a bunch of the LTs, and the way I send my cards in is I sort them by player, because I have a lot of doubles, so I don't want to be typing into the sheet the same card like 5 times. So it takes me a while to sort the cards out. I gotta grab some water. This is still kind of getting over that cold. This is actually pretty sweet because from experience, this set's really, really tough. It's the Winning Materials to 300. And this one is Jersey. And Mint 9. Then we've got some of these Toppses. You guys see these in all the mail bins, but a couple Toppses. So One got a nice 9. So I mean, on these I was shooting for, at worst 8.5, at best 10, obviously. So this one got a PSA 9, and this one actually got a 10, which is pretty awesome. But I mean, I buy these all day long, and I don't send them in that often because they're just off-centered or chipped or dented. There's a lot that can go wrong with this set. So this is a great card to buy if you want to invest in an LT card, because buying a 10, I mean, you're buying something that's actually somewhat rare. Score Piazza. This is a second-year Piazza, but a PSA 10. I think this was just from a pack. A lot of the cards, the places I got pretty much every single card in this order are packs, ComC, and eBay. So that's where I pick up the cards to send in. Focused LT. This is the parallel to 369, and it is a PSA 9, which is good. I'll add that to the master set. And then if you guys ever send this set in, it's really, really easy, because the cards, it's like a credit card pretty much, and there's just not much that can go wrong at all with these cards. These Studio Golds 95. This is just me kind of wanting to send in like a low-end 90s insert. So this is a Piazza long ball leaders. Always liked this set from 94 Donruss. So a PSA 9 mint, not bad. And then this was a Road Warriors from 96 Fleer Piazza, and that one got a 10. Back over to football now. We got some Leonard Fournettes here. So this is Elite Blue. This is the parallel 1 to 15. It's down there on the bottom. It's out of 15. A nice solid mint 9. This is just a very collectible card. Just, it has a nice shine to it. And he is a running back, so his shelf life's pretty short. So I don't know if I'll hold on to a lot of these ones. Blue Chip Prospects is just like a low-end prestige insert, but it just looks like a card that would slab easy. So that one got a 10. And then this Elite, this is like the base auto to 99, got a 10 too. So these modern cards are just not as much of a challenge. Here's a Pinnacle Museum Collection Piazza. That one got a mint 9, so I was thinking 10 on that, but I'll take a 9 for the master set on that. Don't know where I rank on Piazza, but it's not that high. I always talk about my Griffey Jr. master set collection. No matter what I add, I'm always like 10 or 11, so I might just stop buying Griffeys. Edge. I bought a huge lot of Edge cards, and there was like 10 of these, and I picked the 2 best ones out, and one got a 9 and one got a 10. This is like just a playoff momentum rookie, but it's still a slick card, and it looks nice in the 10 slab. So of course, here's a Vick one with kind of like a faded auto, Bowman's Best 2001. That sticker is like coming off the edge, but PSA 9's pretty good for this set. And then we've got another Vick. There's a bunch of Vicks coming up. Pros and Prospects. This is really sick. PSA 10 on this one. This is out of 1,000. It's the only card in the set that has a jersey. I don't know why they did that. They just did. This is pretty sick too. Crown. And I've had a lot of luck with this set. It's really not the toughest set to slab. There's a little white on this top crown showing, so I was thinking maybe a PSA 9, but a PSA 10 is what they gave it. This is really cool. It's the Upper Deck Gold to 50, and it got a 10 too. So did really, really well on the Vicks in this order. I don't think I had this in a 10, so that'll go right into the master set. And then we got some modern football. So Beckham Finest. I mean, this set's really, really easy. We got Topps Platinum Black Refractor Blake Bortles. I don't know why I'm sending in Bortles, but this one got through in the order. I try to send in only the best candidates. Like when I put one of these together, it's hours and hours of work trying to find the best candidates. And I'm not just trying to send in junk just to get a 500 card order out there. I'm trying to make it quality. It doesn't always go as planned. This is like a 63 mini insert. I think this card's lame. I just was trying to get a 10 and put it in the store. I'll just be honest with you. But I know there's going to be a collector out there that wants that thing. That's the thing with the hobby. Different strokes for different folks. Whatever that saying is. Bowman Chrome Beckham. So I think I had like 10 of these, and these were the 3 best ones. They all got 10s. Just because it's just not tough to... These cards don't really come banged up or anything. They're just easy cards to slab. Here's a top shelf rookie from Bowman Chrome Beckham, and this one got a 10. Kind of got a little shine and refractage to that one. Here's a top Chrome Vick. This was an 8. This was kind of one where I didn't have high expectations. This is about what I was expecting on it, but I think I just wanted it slabbed instead of raw. To me, you know, having a card in an 8 and having it protected and, you know, in the PSA slab is worth it, especially when you take into factor the price for bulk orders per card. If you're paying $6 or $7 to get it slabbed, it's probably worth it. Topps Platinum Beckham base, PSA 10 on that one, and then we got some SP Authentics. This set's also very, very easy. It's just white, and not much happens to the cards from the pack to your hand. So this is both like the base ones. Of the left is Mac for the Raiders and Beckham Jr., and then we've got another base one of Khalil Mack. That one got a 10. And then we got a couple of the Beckhams. These are the short print ones, so they're not really short print at all, but they're tougher to pull than the base one, if that makes sense. I think you get like, I don't know, 3 or 4 per hobby box, maybe more. So a couple 10s on those. So doing well on the cards, you know, the modern cards that I kind of expect and think they'll get 10s. When you start doing bad on those, you know it's going to be a bad order. If you're pulling like 8s on the modern stuff, you didn't do your homework. So, you know, I was kind of fearing that this would happen. Not that a 9's a bad grade, but I sent in way too many of these Griffey 1990 Diamond Kings. And what happened was I bought like a lot of like 50 or 75 from New England Sports Cards. And I don't know if they know something that I don't know on these. I don't know if they sent them into PSA and PSA told them they're not 10s. I don't know. But I think I sent in like 15 or 20. And there's a bunch of 9s. So I don't know if you guys want to see every single one. But, I mean, there's a ton of these. So here's some more mint 9s. I guess I'll show 2 at a time real quick. And these are all different cards. But for some reason, they all got mint 9. And I kind of looked at them and compared them to some other 1990 Donruss PSA 10s, and I just don't see what the difference is. They have nice corners, the centering's nice on them, but for some reason they just got 9s, and that's just the way it is. So here's some more. I mean, there's a ton of these. Let me flip back to here. Yeah, here's a couple more. So what I'm going to do is probably keep one for my registry. I don't think I have a 9 or a 10 of this card. And then the rest will go in the store, and I'll probably put them at a nice price for people that want to add one to their Griffey registry. So I got like 15 or 20 of these in 9. I was thinking I'd get about half 9s, half 10s, and maybe like an 8 in there, but they're all just 9s, so I don't know. I thought they were 10s, so that's the way it goes. Peyton Manning, this is UD choice. It's off-center. I probably should have caught that. See that? How the right's fatter there. So I mint 9 on that. I'm not a fan of these little things in there. I think it takes away from the card. I don't like them. I think they're called qualifiers, duh. And then here's a Holt Star Rookie. So I thought this was a 10. This was a card that came in a lot, and it was the nicest one. So PSA 9. Oh well. Next box. Let's go with these ones. These puppies. I think we got some cool 90s baseball in this one. So Bowman 93 is a set that's really tough for me. Obviously, I buy the Derek Jeters raw and try to turn them into 10s. I don't think it's ever happened for me. So this is a Manny PSA 9. This is a second-year Manny. It's not the best photo, but it's better than the 92 Bowman Manny. That back photo is actually pretty cool, hitting the ball. So PSA 9, I was hoping for a 10 on that. 92 Topps Manny. This is like a really low-end card. I mean, it's probably worth like 25 or 30 cents raw, and then in a 10, it's maybe worth $10. So I guess I just thought it was a 10, and I slabbed it. This is pretty filthy, even though it's not the best grade. It's a Showcase 98. It's the, I think it's called Grace. So the Grace Legacy to 100. So there's the numbering on the back there. So PSA 8 on that. It's got great shine. I am working on my Manny Master set. I think there's some guy that has like a crazy Master. So I'm just going to shoot for number 2. Huge fan of Manny. I don't think he gets the love in the hobby that he deserves. And then here's another one. This is 97. That last one was 98. This is a 97 Showcase, and this is also out of 100. And this one got a mint 9. I think I bought both these off ComC for about 20 bucks each, so not terrible. This is pretty filthy. So this is kind of a card that's, you know, for these bulk orders, you're supposed to have cards that have a value of $99 or less, and you know, this card's a little bit over that, so I just kind of put it in with the rest of the cards. I mean, it's not like I'm sending a $500 card in, but I think there's 5 of these Brady Bowmans in, and this one got a 9, so I'm pretty stoked about that. There's the back of that one. And this next card's really sick. It's a Fred Taylor Skybox Autographics from 98, and it got a nice PSA 10. This was like the coolest set when I was a kid. When this set came out, it just has a great look to it. Clean. The auto is not a sticker. It's on card. Here's a sick little Vlad 98 Bowman Chrome. This is the refractor, and it got a 10, so that's pretty awesome. I think this was a ComC buy too. There are a lot of clean cards to be had on ComC. You just gotta be patient and look around a little bit. Here's a Manny. I just love this set, and it's such a challenge that I just can't stop sending in like Manny and Jeters. I don't send in a ton of Jeters actually because they're all dinged up in like PSA 7s, but this one got a 9. Here's a Topps Fred Taylor, just a base Fred Taylor Topps. It's probably like a 50-cent or a $1 card, and the value in a 10, I don't know what this is worth, probably 10 bucks or something, but to me it's worth a lot more. I'm gonna put it in my Fred Taylor registry. And this is pretty slick too. The Bowman Chrome Interstate Refractor. Look at that shine on that thing. I think my shades are over here somewhere. I'll have to pop them on if more cards like this come through this order. So this was actually, you know, it's a 9, but to me this is one of the best cards of this order because it's SPX Finite or Finite 98, and this set is absolutely impossible. I've tried to send this set in before with Moss cards and gotten 6s and 7s all day long, but this one got a 9, so pretty awesome. Pretty happy with this one. So this is like the base rookie numbered to the year 1998, and we have, you know, somewhat of a disappointment. These cards were pretty slick back in the day, and this is still an awesome card. I think I was shooting for an 8 on this, so a 7. I'll probably put it in the store. It'll be a great card for a Colt collector or an Edge collector as he one day probably gets into the Hall. We've got Vlad. This is really sick. This is the Row 1 Grace. It's not numbered, but it's just a slick little 90s card with some shine. PSA 10 on this one. And then we got Brady Bowman. So on these Brady Bowmans, I was kind of just hoping for 8s. So if I do pull an 8, then I'm happy. Buying these raw, I mean, you're honestly not gonna find a 10. It just I like to be optimistic, but I've bought a ton of them raw, and it's not gonna happen. You might find a 9 though. So this is just like a low end Hall of Fame base. It's kind of like one of the things I've started to do, kind of like 4 Sharp Corners does. So I'm kind of starting to build up the inventory. But it's a Vlad, just like a base card from 2000 Upper Deck, mint 9. Here's one of those 95 Studio credit cards. Manny Gold 10. Didn't have this one, so throw that into the registry. And then this is pretty sick. Edge Score Rookie Preview, PSA 10. Great looking card right there. Then we have 3 more of the Brady Bowman. So here's a second mint 9, which is just awesome. I think mint nines are worth like 300 or something, 300, 350 maybe. I paid about, I think, 150 for these ones raw. So mint nine, and then I think there's a couple eights. So 8 is solid for this set. And then the second 8. So that's those. Let's do a couple. I'm going to shoot this video in different segments. I'll probably do like a half hour at a time and just edit them all together. These are thick cards, so keep your expectations tempered with these ones. They're a lot tougher. I'm going to show this one. This is one of the head scratchers. I don't know. It's just a finest berry base, and it got a 6. I showed it to my my brother. He's kind of my main eyes for a lot of these cards, and he still couldn't figure out what it was. So it might have like a tough to see crease going through the surface somewhere. I honestly can't see it. So a 6 on that, but there aren't a ton of those that are just like, oh, what happened? 8 is actually pretty damn good for this exquisite 2008. This is like a PC card of Charles. Great patch. It's out of 199. It's the exquisite RPA. This card, you can have this card for $50 now. I think that's a great buy. If you followed Charles's career, he was a great back. I mean, he's still trying to play, but I think his best days are behind him. This is a pretty cool card. I think both these guys will be Hall of Famers when it's all said and done. And this is a rookie card. It's kind of like a patches duel. So you got Peterson and Marchand to 50. That's out of Upper Deck Premier. And I got an 8. We got a shady, badass Ultimate Collection triple patch to 20. And this is kind of one where I didn't have high expectations. I just wanted a slab. So PSA 8's solid for me on that one. And then some of these get a little bit hairy. Yeah, this one got hairy. This must have something going on maybe in the patch window. But so a 6 on this, Charles. The other one got an 8. I was happy about that. I was a little disappointed with the 6. I was hoping for at least a 7 on those exquisites. Here's a Mike Williams who didn't do anything his rookie year, but this might be one you just hold on to and kind of wait to see what happens. PSA 9, and this was actually the purple patch to 10. We got a Jameis. This will definitely be going in the store. I don't think I own any Jameis cards right now. It's got a nice set of patches though, from Topps Supreme 15 to 50, and that one is a mint 9. We've got another Chiefs card, Kareem Hunt. This is the certified orange to 349. Got that white little sliver in there for the triple color patch. PSA 10 on that one. This set's actually pretty easy if you guys buy these raw and want to get them slabbed. It's definitely, they did a nice job with the quality control on those. This is another one of those head scratchers. I think I was looking for an 8 on this, and this Fitz just got a 6. So there are some 6s that sprinkled in, which I'm not that happy about, but it happens. Out of 25. And we got a Phillip Rivers. This is an 8, the Ultimate Collection to 150. That's about what I was expecting. When I sent this in, I knew it wasn't a perfect card, and I was just kind of crossing my fingers for like an 8 or an 8.5. But this is a beautiful card with an on-card auto, and very undervalued card, I think. Here's another Jamal. This is the kind of like the parallel version. It's out of 75. It's I just call it the silver exquisite, and it got a PSA 7. So that's not bad. These thick cards pose huge challenge when you're sending them to PSA, and this was solid. So exquisite 2011 AJ Green triple color to 99, and a nice PSA 9. So that card looks beautiful. All right, next up we have a little bit of basketball. Not a lot of basketball in this order, but this is one of them, and it's a 1993 Michael Jordan. And this is the just the base tops, and it picked up a PSA 9. So it looks awesome in the holder. I mean, obviously on a card like that, you'd be looking for a 10, but a 9's not bad. And then we got a Falk here. This is the Draft Pinnacle. I think it's like a easy to pull insert set. So Marshall Falk, PSA 10. We've got the Russell Wilson. This SP Authentic 2012 is incredibly easy to slab. It just quality control was top notch by Upper Deck for this set. So a 10 on that. And then Brady Ultra, and I didn't have high expectations for these. These were kind of more of just trying to get them slabbed. I think 8 is what I was looking for, and anything higher would be awesome too, but 8's good. Let's see what we got next here. Another one of those 2012 Spa bases, Russell Wilson. So this is like a low end card, probably worth like $2 raw, maybe 20, 25 in a 10. So to me, it's worth it. It's something I won't be keeping. Tom Brady's score, now 2000 score. If you guys have tried slabbing this, it's incredibly tough to get anything higher than like an 8.5. So 8's not bad on this. It's a little off center, and there's a little bit of white showing on the corners as well. We've got a few Paramounts. Now, the first Paramount got an 8, and when I sent these in, I didn't really think they looked, like gems or anything. I just kind of wanted them slabbed. So this one got a PSA 8, and the next one is another PSA 8. And to me, they look pretty damn good. They're centered pretty well. I don't see any huge flaws with them. So an 8 on that one. And then the third one picked up a PSA 9 mint. So did pretty well on the Paramounts. Kind of just wanted to get all the raw Tom Brady cards that I bought this wintertime slabbed up if they looked like they could get 8s or so. Here's a modern. So this is a 10. This is just like the Prism 17 Prism. Very low end insert here. And then we have the SP Authentic base. This is just something I got out of a box, and it looked like a 10 to me, but it picked up a 9. So that's 2006. This is kind of the same deal. I broke some certified last summer, and this was one of the cards that came out of the boxes. It's just the 17 certified base. So mint 9. I was looking for a 10 on those. And then we got this card I got in a pack as well. It's a Gold Team Red to 99, and it got a 10. So pretty nice grade on that. But it is modern. This is Pacific. This set's incredibly difficult. I've sent in, I don't know, 5 or 6 of this card in the past, and every time I get PSA 8, because it's got this green and it just chips up on these borders and then the back as well. So, and 8's, to me, it's really not that bad on this set. It's a tough set. This is Donruss Elite Blue. This is actually the blue parallel to 15. It's actually a really neat card. So, PSA 9. We got these 2000 Upper Deck. Love this card. This grade's not impressive at all. I think I was looking for like a 7.5 or 8 on it, and it got a 7. I mean, when you buy these raw, sometimes they come really beat up. I mean, I've seen a lot worse copies than this, and I've actually had to send some of them back because they're like PSA 5s. They're just dinged up everywhere. And there's a couple more of the 2000 Upper Deck. Very iconic rookie. I think raw, this card's worth about, I don't know, 75 to $100. So here's an 8 of it, which is a little bit better. And then another 8. So you have to temper the expectations when you're sending in Brady 2000 rookies that you're buying raw, because if you think about it, most people, if they had a ultra clean copy, they would have sent it in themselves. Not that every person grades, but I mean, for the most part. Here's an SP Authentic Edge. I thought this card did well. PSA 9. This card, I believe it was a Beckett 9 that I snapped out. I'm just trying to get most of my Beckett cards, either sell them or snap them out. Don't really want them in the collection anymore. And then we've got this 2000 Bowman Tom Brady. PSA 8. So pretty solid on this Bowman Brady. Beautiful card. And it looks fantastic slabbed. So let's get to the next box. And I'm thinking this I think the last 2 videos I did that were 500 card orders. I think they're around 2 hours long. I don't know how long this one will be. Probably about the same. Here's a Chipper 93 Donruss. This is sick. I just got this out of one of those junk wax boxes, and it looked nice, straight from the pack. So PSA 10. This is pretty slick as well. It's a Moss 98 Finest. This is the refractor. It's got great shine going on. I think it has some light surface scratches. I think that's why I got a 9, but it's still a good grade for this card. This is actually fantastic. This is Ultra. I think I got this one off ComC for about $5, and it just looked, I mean, sometimes when you take a look at their pictures, you can really get a good feel for the condition of the card, and this one looked very clean when I looked at the pictures, and it came back nice, and I sent it in. I was thinking 9, maybe 10, and it got to 10. Here's a Black Diamond. This is also a pretty tough set. I think the pop is pretty low on this card in terms of percentage. So a mint 9, that's just the base single diamond. Then you've got Skybox Thunder Starburst. This is a very, very cool insert, and it does tend to chip up a lot with these darker borders and corners. So a mint 9 in this is actually pretty damn good. And then we've got Skybox Thunder. I was looking for 10s on these. I buy a lot of these raw for about $2 or $3, and I only send a few in out of the bunch I get if you guys watch the mail bins. And this one came back a 9, so it's not like a terrible disappointment to get 9s on cards like that, but you are looking for 10s. This was just out of a box. Leaf Sosa PSA 10. That's actually a pretty neat card. I might keep it. I mean, he was a good player, even though he cheated, but a lot of others cheated too. Pujols Bowman. This is an 8. I think I just wanted this one slabbed. It's off-centered pretty badly there. See, it's a lot fatter on the right. That's like, I don't know, 75-25 or 80-20. The back's not as bad. There's a little chipping. This card tends to be tough because of the black borders. So PSA 8, that's a pretty iconic Pujols rookie as well. Cal Ripken, this was out of a box last summer. I had it sitting around for a while, and I finally decided to send it in. So 82 Fleer Cal Ripken. This is actually one of his rookie cards. It's actually a pretty cool rookie card. I don't like his Topps one, but I do like the Topps traded one. So a PSA 8 on that, it's not bad. Donnie Baseball, I got pretty adventurous here, trying to slab this, junk wax. I guess he's not a Hall of Famer, but prevalent player base. So this Donnie got a 9. So I was looking for a 10 on this. So that'll go in the store. I don't know what I'll sell it at, probably like $5 or $6. Here's a Tony Gwynn, kind of the same lines, extreme junk wax. This is a Hall of Fame based Tony Gwynn. It's a neat looking card though, even though it's 90 Donruss. Mint 9, to me it looks perfect to me. So I don't know what's going on with it. It's centered nice. There's no chipping. So mint 9 on that Gwynn. Ricky Henderson 8. This was out of a wax box. Bought a bunch of these early to mid 1980s boxes from BBCE last summer, and I had some candidates that I thought popped out of there. It's actually pretty tough to even get cards out of the pack and get them slabbed in high grade. So this Henderson, I was kind of hoping for a 9, but it got the 8. Pete Rose, this is kind of the same deal from a box I broke. So 84 Topps, this one got an 8. And I was looking for a 9 on that. Obviously I was looking for a 10, but I was realistically looking for a 9. Here's a junk wax Fleer 1990. I keep saying junk wax. It's not junk to me. It's just a term people use. So Cal Ripken 10, that's actually a pretty neat card. And here's a Pedro Bowman 97. This is a tougher set. Obviously the black borders all around the card. If you ever break a box of this stuff, the card just comes chipped and dinged up. So to get a 10 on any 97 Bowman base card is good in my opinion. Here's a Bryce Harper. This is kind of just paper base from 2011 Bowman. To me, this is his rookie card. And there's just not a ton that can go wrong with these. So PSA 10 on that one. We've got a Moss Bowman Chrome. I sent in a bunch of these, and I was looking for 10s because I don't think this is the toughest set, but I might be a little bit off-centered on these. That's why I'm picking up some 9s on these Bowman Chromes, but it's not terrible. So I wish I had more 10s to show, but this is kind of the rougher part of the order. Future Shock Moss 8. I mean, that's pretty bad. I was just looking for like a 10 or a 9 on this one. That's like a low-end Moss card from his rookie year. And then we've got this Bowman Bow, which I was thinking it looked perfect, but it got a 9. So kind of like, there's parts in this order where I was very impressed with the grades, and there's parts where I was a little disappointed, but I mean, oh well. So here's a Tomei Bowman, and this is actually a pretty valuable card in a 10, but it looks pretty nice in a 9, and it does have some value. Definitely more value in a 9 than raw. Let me get a drink of water here. All right, next box. This is actually really slick. I didn't have this for my Griffey registry. You don't ever see this card slabbed and actually available for sale. So 96 Ultra. This is just the base, but he's kind of got the shades on and the backwards cap. Those batting gloves. I think I used to have those shoes or cleats back in the day when I was a big Griffey follower. So PSA 10 on that one. And then we've got this hot glove. I don't have this one slabbed either. So I'm going to add some cards to the Griffey PSA set registry and see if I can tilt up a little bit. So this is the hot glove 95 and a 9. And we've got this aficionado magic numbers 96. Not my favorite Griffey. Don't know if I'll keep it. I don't typically keep cards I'm not a huge fan of, so this one might go into the store. It's a cool little magic numbers insert, PSA 10. And we've got this Griffey. I've always liked this photo. It's 92 tops, so I was thinking 10 on this, but I got the 9. So, I mean, any cards like this, these like common base cards from the 90s, I'm looking for 10s when I send this in because it's not cheap to get these slabs. So, you don't always meet your expectations. Here's a Tom Brady 4,000 yard club. This is just modern football. It's not tough to slab this stuff. So, PSA 10 on that. 89 Fleer Griffey. I buy a bunch of like 25 card lot, 30 card lots of this card at times, and I just kind of pick the best ones out, and even the best ones sometimes don't grab that 10, but this card still looks really good. So 89 Fleer Griffey. We've got the, this is actually a nice one, Flare Hot Gloves 94 and a PSA 10, so I did well on this card. This set is not the toughest though. If you check the pop reports on it, it's like a 50-60% pop, I think. Getting really courageous here with this collector's choice. I actually love this photo, and this is a fun little set from my childhood. So it's just a 94 collector's choice base. I'll just throw that into my Griffey registry, mint 9. Then we've got the second year upper deck. That's actually a great looking card too. A mint 9 on that. So not really getting the 10s on these that I anticipated. Then we've got the 93 upper deck. I think I already had this one, so I'll put this one in the store so somebody can grab this and put it into their Griffey registry. 93 upper deck 10, just a card from a pack that was set aside for slabbing. And then these were, I didn't know what to expect on these. You don't ever, actually, never mind, that's later on in the video. We'll talk about those cards. These are the Toys R Us 1990s. I don't know how you get these. I mean, obviously from Toys R Us somehow. Maybe it was like part of a set or something. I have no idea. But these were just in a huge lot of Griffeys that I bought, and they were kind of the nicer copies that I saw. And then here's the 10. So did very well on those two. Looks awesome in that slab too. Here's just a Trout card. At this point, I mean, you can pretty much slab Trout base cards. He's got that much hobby. So, New Age Performers from Heritage 15, low end insert, mint 9. Here's a disappointment for sure. This was out of a factory set of Finest that I bought. It might have been hand collated set, but I honestly can't remember. So an 8 on this. It might be the centering. Now that I look at it, it's tilted weird and it's off center, so that's probably what it is. Dream Team Score Griffey. I don't think I had this one. It's like, this is just out of a pack. So PSA 10 on that one. We got the 91 upper deck. This one got the PSA 10 as well. Just cool cards from my time collecting as a kid that I break these junk waxes now, and you'll see them posted on the on my channel sometimes, breaking these like junk wax boxes. 92 Donruss, PSA 9, so didn't get the 10 on that one. We've got father and son. This is a neat little card. His dad was a good player in his own right. He had 2,000 hits or so. So it's like the 93 Bowman foil. PSA 10 on that. Score. This is sweet. Score base from 93. 10. And then 91 Fleer, Bonds, and Griffey. That's a neat card. He's a lot taller than him. I mean, in that photo, he looks 2 or 3 inches taller. But I guess 6'1" and 6'3". That's, I believe, what they listed their heights at. Next box. I don't know why I keep throwing the boxes on the floor. I'm just going to have to pick them up. We got some vintage. These are so fun to actually send in and get them back slabbed. It's awesome. I mean, even if you don't get the highest grades, it's still cool to get them back in the slab. So 67 Topps Rose. This was bought for the binder, of course. PSA 5. It's not bad. What else we got? This is a 56 Topps Hank. And, this set's a little bit longer. It's not like the standard trading card that I'm used to. So PSA 3.5. But I don't think I paid a lot for this raw. $25 maybe. So 3.5. Oh well. And then this Maze did pretty well. I think there's a couple of this 61 Topps Maze in here. This one got a 6, which is actually pretty good, I think. It's got some scratches there on the surface, and then to me, this 5 looks better than the 6, and that's just me. It looks like it's centered a little better. I don't see the surface scratches either, so like if I was gonna buy one, I'd buy this 5 for sure. Even though this says 6, buy the card, not the grade. So Maze 61 Topps, a 5 and a 6, and then we got some more Pete Rose here, 71 Topps with the iconic black borders. Incredibly tough to slab as well. And a 5. We've got a couple Pete Roses, yeah. A couple 66 Topps Pete Roses. So I'm a huge fan of the 1960s Topps Pete Rose cards. They're just so sick. So 66 Topps in a 5. That looks pretty damn good. And then this one was a little better, a 6.5. Okay, and that one. And then we have this John Riggins, some old football. This was off ComC for like, I don't know, $3 maybe. But it got a 4.5. So I was expecting like a 5 or 6 on this one. So that's actually his rookie card though. Kind of neat. We've got this Maze. This one did pretty bad. Yeah, there's like a crease going across here. I don't know if I looked closely enough at this one. That's why I got the 3, I think. I think without this crease, it's a 5 or maybe a 6. So PSA 3 on this one. And then this Marcus Allen was pretty crappy. It's off-centered top to bottom. I don't know why I sent this in, to be honest with you. This is just a mistake by me. I mean, it's so badly off-centered here. I just bought this card raw off of eBay, I think. So a 6. Got a Topps debut 2001 Vick in a mint 9. That's a solid grade for this with these red borders. And another mint 9. So I did well. I believe one of these was a Beckett 9 that got snapped out. So a couple of mint 9s on the debuts. And we've got a couple of these longevities from 2000 rookies and stars. So this is actually an XRC because Vick's rookie year is 2001, and these have a low print of 30 there on the back there. So a nice PSA 9 on this one, and another 9. So Nice solid grades on these Vicks. We got Derek Carr, Topps Chrome base from his rookie year in a 10. That'd be a neat little card for a Raiders or Carr fan. This is pretty sick as well. This is the Bowman Chrome Gold. The Brees like this is worth big money. You know, obviously Vic doesn't have the hobby that Brees does, but it's still a neat card for a Vic collector. Didn't have it slabbed. So mint 9 on the gold refractor, Bowman Chrome Vic. And then we've got this Finest Moments with kind of a, I don't know if I'll keep it because the auto bugs me. See how it's so faded? I mean, that would be like an auto grade of 7 or maybe lower. But it's a Finest Moments auto from 2001 Finest. And you just don't see this card pop up very much. So I wanted to try to get it slabbed. So mint 9 on that. We've got this Ultra. This is the gold medallion. They also make a platinum medallion to 25. This is the gold to 100. And I got an 8. So Donruss Elite. Got a couple elite cards. This is the Aspirations to 93. I said ass for a second there. This was a PSA 9. And we've got the Elite Yellow die cut primary colors to 75. This will go right into the master set. Didn't have it. In a mint 9, so not bad. Some thicker cards in this package here. So, Score, Fournette rookie, PSA 10 on this one. We've got this Dalvin Cook. This is kind of like a nice looking patch on this certified jersey, or patch obviously. $2.99. This is the red PSA 10. That's a slick card. He should be coming back to start week 1, I think, for the Vikings. So, Kareem Hunt. The red one, this one just has the jersey in the 10, so there's a Chiefs card. And then another Hunt, this one got an 8, so a little bit of a disappointment, but it does have that nice patch, and it is out of 25 right there. So, nice looking Kareem Hunt card. We've got this Beckham. If you guys have ever seen this card raw, it's extremely tough to find one that you think is in gem mint form. I busted cases and cases of this stuff back, 3 years ago, and this one was like the nicest copy I saw. So a 10, it's kind of like a low-end card, but to get a 10 on it's cool because it's just tough. Peterson, this is the Rookies and Stars. It's out of 99. This is the base version of it, and it got a solid mint 9. It's got that Vikings logo there, and it's signed on like cloth or like jersey. Kind of a different approach. And we've got SPX. This is a neat Peterson. This is out of $2.99. Mint 9 on that one. And Christian McCaffrey. Mint 9 on this one as well. This is the gold 225. It's got kind of like I think that's like the Panther's face or something. Even though you can't see the whiskers. It sounds kind of weird saying that. So I'm mint on that McCaffrey. That'll go into the store. I probably won't keep the tailback cards. I don't know. And this is the Fournette Gold. It got an 8. It's out of 25 though, so decent patch too. So kind of looking for a 9 on that one. And then this one got the 9. It's got a exact same card, just the patch is a lot weaker with just the white and the little stitch right there. So a mint 9 on this one. And then this is the blue, so kind of shabby here as well. It's numbered here for some reason to 50. Great looking patch though. And then we've got this 4 colors, 5 colors out of 49. Panini Origins 8. So kind of shabby there on some of those thicker cards. They are, a little bit tougher to slab, and it's not because PSA is tougher on them. They just, the way that the card stock is and the way they're made, they're just more, susceptible to chipping and dents. So here's a Cook's Future Watch. This is a very intriguing set for collectors. The Jimmy Garoppolo, I saw it sell for over $600 raw, which I just think is just silly. I don't know what's going on with that. Here's a couple 89 Griffey Donrusses from boxes I broke To me, they look like they had great chances at 10s, but they came through with the 9. So, not sure what I missed on these. If you guys see anything, just let me know. And I know it's harder to see when you don't have the cards right in front of you, but I don't know. Maybe they're off-centered a little top to bottom. I have no idea. Todd Gurley. This is like a low-end insert, so a mint 9, and that's not what you're looking for. Then we've got this one as well, kind of the same deal, a mint 9 on the. It's still a neat-looking card 'cause it's got that 1989 Topps look to it. So Gurley, and then we've got Amari Cooper, Topps Chrome in a 10. So we're gonna go through these Chrome cards, and this is all like Topps Chrome 15 stuff, which is an incredibly easy set to grade. So I'll kind of move faster through these. So Gurley, couple Chromes, 10s. This is just the base version. So a couple 10s on the Gurleys. There might be more of that card coming up. Let me see. Yeah, there's some more of that card coming up. So, you know, I broke a bunch of boxes of this stuff, and I had a bunch of the rookies laying around in a stack, and I just kind of looked through them, and they looked clean. So I sent these in. So they all got 10s. It's just the difference between slabbing this old stuff and the new stuff. And then here's some Mariotas. So the base Mariota from Chrome 15. Another base Mariota in a 10. And then same card. So this is kind of like the stack that I made of 2015 rookies when I was putting the cards into the spreadsheet or the PSA submission sheet. Here's some Jameis stuff. So finest base in a 10. And same card in a 10. Finest QB cuts. This is actually like a case hit, I think. In a 10, that's a neat card. We've got Amari Cooper, Prestige. This is like the base version. There's a variation in the Raiders jersey that's a little tougher to pull. 10 on that. And then we're gonna end. We got a couple Gurleys. Here's a green refractor 10. And the Topps, just the Topps base, not the Chrome. All right, here we go with some more cards. We're going back to the 1980s for this one. A classic, Mark McGuire, 1985, Topps 85 401. PSA 8 on that one. That was from a box. Pulled that one. Here's some modern Guerreros. This is Topps Draft. Very easy white paper set. This is from, to me, it's his rookie year, kind of, I guess. I know he has the RC logos on his cards in 2015, but this is kind of the first year he had cards printed from a major manufacturer. And then we have another one of these Bowman Draft paper bases, 10. Probably a $15 card or so, but I'll put those in the store. Any Correa collectors out there. Here's some 90s Junk Wax Hall of Fame base. Tony Gwynn 9 on the studio. So I missed that 10. We got Donnie Baseball 10. That's nice from 1990 Fleer. Definitely like this one a lot. Nolan Ryan Studio 1992 in an 8. That's horrible. I'm just gonna be honest. Come on, gotta do better than that. Dak Prescott. Here's a modern football. Get back on track with this stuff. 2017 score. PSA 10. The Dak. We've got a Wentz Classics. Most of these low-end base rookies are just from packs that I opened. So Wentz. This Dak card, I don't know what's going on with his autograph, but I got this as a redemption in a box of Prism from 16. But he's got this little sticker on the back. I've never seen anything like that. Kind of interesting. I don't collect the Cowboys or Dak, so this one will go in the store. Pretty neat looking auto. It is on card, not sticker. Here's a Pudge 91 Bowman. So I missed the 10s on most of the 91 Bowman rookies I sent in. So I'll just try again next time. This one looks really nice, but it got the 9. And then we've got a Fitzgerald Topps Chrome. This one's a little off-centered. I don't think the surface was perfect either. but it still grabbed a PSA 9. So nice looking Fitzgerald. Let me grab my water, just so I have it on hand for these. Youth Movement Platinum 2004 Fitzgerald rookie, and that got a mint 9. Low end insert set. Bowman Gold. This was essentially for my Fitzgerald PSA set registry. So I was looking for like an 8.5, and I got an 8, which isn't terrible with this gold border. Very tough. I was pleasantly surprised with this next one. A PSA 10 in the base Bowman. Neat card to have a 10 in. Kind of a classic paper rookie card of Fitzgerald. Love the picture too. Awesome photo from the premiere in 04. We've got a Calvin Johnson Bowman Chrome 07 rookie refractor, and this one's not numbered, but it does have a nice shine to it, and it got the 10. We've got a couple Kens. These were from boxes, so we got the PSA 9, which isn't bad, but of course we're looking for that 10 on this Donruss 1989. I always talk about this card on my channel, so it's always fun to send one in and grab a 10, but we didn't do it this time with those. Here's another Pudge Bowman, another mint 9. Love the photo, beautiful card of Pudge. And then we failed on this one too. An 8 Jeter Bowman 94 foil. I've always thought this card was just neat, and I know 10s of this go for like probably $100 or so. So it was worth a try. I was going for a 9 on that. I didn't have expectations for a 10. Football. This is probably one of the best cards in the order. Edgerrin SPX 99 PSA 10. So I did very well on this one. I think this was just one that I bought raw, and it looked awfully clean. That happens every once in a while on older cards. This is pretty cool too. Bowman Chrome Interstate. This was like a ComC purchase for, I don't know, $2 or $3. So a 10 on this one as well. I don't have that one for the Edge registry. We've got this Elite Griffey. This is such a badass card. It's out of 10,000. Crazy high print run, but back then, you know, this was somewhat rare. So PSA 8 on that, which is about what I expected. And then these were the cards I was interested to see what they pulled grade-wise. So they're 1989 Pacific trading cards. You really don't see these a lot compared to the other sets. I don't know if they're just a shorter print run, but I think they came in like candy bar boxes. I have no idea. Somebody probably knows. But this is the white one. It got an 8. And then we have the yellow one, which got a nice 9. And I'm definitely going to keep these for the registry. And maybe I'll look to upgrade the 8s to 9s eventually. But for now, I'll just keep these. So we got the 8 and the blue too. So 3 different colors. Didn't do too well. Kind of missed on this one too. You don't see this card a ton either. It's Donruss Best American League. I don't know if it's like, I think it's like a set that was just handed out in factory sets. I'm not positive on that, but it's got a nice blue background to it. It looks pretty cool actually. PSA 8 on that one. Continuing with Griffey. Emotion. They put emotions, but I believe it's emotion. So a 9 on that. So that was definitely going for 10s on these. And then I missed on these Bowmans too. So I have a tough time with 1990 and 1991 Bowman, it seems like. I don't do too well on those. And then here's a mint 9 on the same card. So great looking photo though, and great card, even though it's not the grade that you're looking for. And then a Topps and a 9. So Topps 1990 with the rookie cup, which is pretty sweet. These front rows, I'm not a huge fan of this, but I did like these two. I like the photos on these front rows from 91. Just like a cheap low-end set, kind of comparable to like Press Pass or something. But that's actually a pretty neat photo. A mint 9 on that. And this is kind of like a close-up. Looks like him from about 1989 or so, the actual picture. That one got a 9 too. We've got a Star. Personal data, white back. There's a bunch of these Star cards. So each one has what it is right here on the right. Blue borders, but they're really not the toughest to grade from my experience. And then we've got the father-son with the white back. It's called father-son, but dad's not even in the picture. I think they just talk about his dad on the back here, though. Pretty neat card. And then some more star stuff. We've got the #1 prospect, white back. So just kind of talks about his stats and stuff. Front row, this is kind of a cool photo. Gold glove, PSA 9 on that. And then some more of these Diamond Kings where we just, I don't know what was going on with all these Diamond Kings, 1990s. Some more 9s. So every single one was a 9. So it's either, I don't know what to say about that. I was shocked when I just kept flipping through and they were all 9s. And then Moss Finest. So that last box was pretty shabby. It's kind of back and forth on this order. There's a lot of great grades. And definitely disappointments for sure. So I struggle with this 99 Bowman Chrome. I mean, it's a nice solid 9, but Edge, that's just the base one too. So this is pretty sweet actually. Piazza Donruss 96. These cards are so much fun to get slabbed, and when you get 10s, they just look so great. So a 96 Donruss. His hair's kind of getting long there. Here's the Pinnacle. So I was looking for the same thing on the Pinnacle, and we got the Mint 9. But I'll still throw it into the Piazza registry. We've got a couple Donrusses, so love this second-year Piazza with the rated rookie on it. It's like a 50-cent card, but to me it's worth more than that, if that makes sense. And then here's a PSA 10 of this one, so that's pretty sweet. I actually bought a huge lot of these. I think I bought like 75 or something. And I just kind of saw some that looked pretty clean and took a chance on them. Here's a classic Series 3. Not the coolest Griffey, in my opinion, but it did get a 10, so I don't really know why I sent this card. It's kind of got cool shine to it, but it's a very low-end Thomas. Season's Best Mint 9 from 97 Topps. And then we've got a 1990 Classic Series 3 Griffey. This is actually a pretty cool photo. Looks like he got hit and he's mad, or he walked. Or I don't know why he's got the bat held like that, but a 10 on this one. And then some of these classic blues, 1 and 9 and 1 and 8. So some more missed opportunities there. They look really clean though. I must have missed something small on these puppies. And then this is a really great card. I didn't have it slabbed, and it's the Soaring Stars 1990 Fleer. Really cool insert. I've always loved this card ever since I was a kid. So a PSA 9 is pretty good on this, I think, because it's often chipped. It's got a really rough corner there on the top left. I'm surprised it got the 9, but it did. This is cool. So there's 2 different variations of this card. One will say bat around 330, I think, and bat 300. So on the back here, where's it at? Right there. See where it says bat 300? So this is the bat 300. I think the other one says bat around. I could be wrong on that. I'm just guessing. Or I've seen it, but I'm not 100% positive. So a PSA 10 on this Fleer. That's pretty sweet. This is a cool Pacific Crown one from 1994. And it got a PSA 9, so a Mint 9 there. And then Topps Gold 93. Beautiful. Mint 9 on this one. So just a bunch of Mint 9s on the Griffies. And then another Fleer and Mint 9. I think it's a little off-centered, right to left. Is that what you guys see too? Top to bottom centering looks pretty good. I don't see any crazy flaws on the corners or anything. It was one of the cleaner copies that I had raw to send in. This 92 Pinnacle was just something out of a pack. So a Mint 9 on that one. Here's a triple play. It's kind of a strange photo to use, and I don't know why the ball's hitting the bat like that. Kind of interesting. Does that look funny to anybody else? So PSA 10 on that. We've got another one of the Toys R Us rookies. This one got a Mint 9. Nice solid grade there. And this is a neat photo of him blowing the bubble. 92 Studio PSA 10. So I don't think I did that good on the Griffey cards. I don't know what was going on, but just a bunch of 8s and 9s on stuff that I thought would hit 10s. Here's a 4-net with some nice shine going on. They have it mislabeled. It's supposed to be prisms or prism, but they put the wrong label. So definitely not Origins football. Some older baseball. Gonna mix in a Pete Rose 75 tops. Love the set, love the card. A nice mint 7, near mint 7 on this one. Here's a Lindor 2012 Blue Wave. That card's got a nice look to it. So that one got a PSA 9. Here is a Judge. I sent a bunch of these in last summer and did pretty well on them. They were sitting in my common box pretty much. But here's the paper base and it got a 10. Here's a neat little Tony Gwynn card from 1990 Donruss, the MVP, part of the base set because there weren't any inserts. Mint 9 on that one, and then Moncada, who I'm not sure what's gonna happen with him. Hopefully he gets things figured out. But this is I believe it's his Series 1 paper rookie in a 10. And then we've got some older baseball. Here's an 84 tops Dave Winfield. This was just something I got in a pack when I was breaking an 84 tops box to hit like Strawberry and Donnie Baseball. So PSA 9 on this one. We got a Mike Messina. This is actually a pretty big card in a 10. And we got the 9, so not bad. Alex Rodriguez, second year Pinnacle. Just always kind of like the look of this card. Whoops, but it did get the 9. So little white on that corner in the top right. I probably should have noticed that better. Here's an Ozzy Donruss, 83 Donruss. It's just a neat looking card. Osborne, Earl Smith. So Ozzie Smith, he didn't have the greatest numbers batting, but I think he kind of got into the Hall more for his fielding. So, and then we're going back 2015 with this one. Chris Bryant. This is the Silver Ice Bowman Prospects. This got a PSA 10. Very solid on that one. Ronald Acuna. Don't have a ton of his stuff. I picked up a little bit before the price surge. I'm not really buying it at these new price levels, though. I'm going to stay away. So PSA 10 on the Pro Debut 2017. We've got a 94 Donruss Pedro. Believe this is one of his last cards in a Dodger uniform before he went over to the Expos. He's got kind of that Afro frizz starting up. He sported that do for a few years on the Expos. It was kind of his patented look. And cool little card just from a junk wax box. Looked clean. Portis. This is just a neat Portis. It's the Star Rookie from 2002. Upper Deck. PSA 9. There's like a shadow on his face. It's just the way the photo came out. Here's just a Trout base card from Finest. This one will definitely go in the store. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but it looked clean and it's Trout. So, Upper Deck Randy Johnson. This is a neat card. These are kind of two of the nicer copies I had. I think the center on these looks fantastic, and the hologram, this diamond, looks pretty good. I've actually seen a PSA 10 Griffey with like a chipped diamond, so I don't know how prevalent that is when they're slabbing. To me, I think the diamond should have to be pretty much complete to get a 10. And this diamond just got a little chip off the top right there, and another mint 9 on that Johnson. Here's a really nice Breeze SP Game Used. This is out of 500. Pretty big card. This card's been going up lately. This is probably a $120, $150 card or so in the PSA 9 slab. Topps Moss, mint 9. Chris Bryant, this is his Bowman paper. First Bowman from 14. And then we have this cool Don Mattingly 1990 Bowman in a PSA 10. So at least I grabbed one PSA 10 in the Bowmans, because I did kind of shaky on some of the other ones, especially the Griffies. Here's some basketball. There's not a ton of basketball in here, but I sprinkled a few in, and I did kind of pour on this, especially for a modern card. I must have missed something. Prestige Ben Simmons, PSA 8. Here's some Prism football. We got Dak. Nice shine to these inserts. The illumination. A 10 on that one. And then the exact same set, different player. We got the Rodgers. And this one got a 10 as well. Next up is Brees Score. Very, very tough set. It's a little off-centered. I didn't have one slabbed. I wanted to put one into my Brees master set and the rookie set, so I got this one slabbed. It looks pretty good to me, but it got the 8. Here's a mint 9 of the Upper Deck Victory. One of the cheapest Brees rookie cards that you can buy. I'd say this or the Upper Deck Vintage. So if you're looking to pick up some Brees cards on a budget, that's one to grab. Here's the Rookie Watch, which is a pretty badass card. A mint 9 on this one. Pretty good. And then 2014 Topps Chrome, 4,000 Yard Club. Although I think he's thrown for 5,000 3 times, so they should make it a 5,000 Yard Club for him, like an SP or something. PSA 10 on that one. We've got this shiny edge. This card's badass. The Interstate Refractor from 99 Bowman Chrome, 8.5. So pretty good on that one. It's actually numbered pretty low too, to 100. And I like how they put the refractor underneath the 161. It's got a little surface thing going on right there. That's probably what took it off a little bit. And it's a little off center too. So great looking edge. And we got this elite one. I bought a bunch of these in a lot, and there's always white chipping on this top edge. This is the best one I saw. So I was going for the 10 on this, but I hit the 9. So Elite 99 Edge Rookie. Here's a Round Trippers Frank Thomas. This one was a nice, pleasant surprise here. It's numbered to 5,000. I believe it's 90. It's 96. It says on the slab. Round Trippers 10 on that one. We got the Lumber Company. This set's really easy. Fleer 96. Frank Thomas insert a 10 in this one. Here's an Edge Bowman Chrome. This is just the Interstate, not the refractor. But a PSA 9 on that one. And then we're going back to some baseball here. 92 Topps Griffey, mint 9. Nice little sliding pose on this one. We've got Griffey. This is actually probably top 5-10 card in the entire order. This is like the gold version. It's like a $50 to $60 card raw. So I'm mint 9 saying something. I don't know how tough the set is, but I didn't have the card. So nice to add this Griffey in. This set's impossible, so I just sent this in to get it slabbed. I was hoping for a 7. It's the Contenders Rookie of the Year Vick, and it's actually out of 50, so low print there. But it's all black borders, and it's just it's all chipped up, so that one got slaughtered. And then here's a Brees. This is a really good card. The Aspirations Red to 85 there. PSA 9 on this one. And then we're going over to Manny Ramirez Ultra 96 for the Manny registry, which I'm working hard on. PSA 10 on this one. Great looking photo there. And Brees Topps. This is a solid grade for this Topps card. This set's definitely not a layup. So mint 9 on this one. Here's a Players Inc. on-card auto from Moss's rookie year. To me, it's a rookie card. Surface problem there. You see those white speckles? That's probably what brought it down to an 8, because the corners look pretty sharp. So an 8 on this one. Then we've got an Alex Emotion. This is actually a pretty neat little Alex second year. Emotion PSA 10. That's a neat one. And now these ones, we got some Deshaun Watson, Prism, the refractor base rookie, 10 on this one. And the next one also got the 10. So there's always like a little bit of scratching on the back surface of these. So I don't think PSA takes off too much if you guys are looking to send these in. Just watch these corners on the back. That's the problems that I see with this set the most. You just see like a little flare up on the edge or like a ding. Just it's not even the person's fault. It just comes out of the pack that way. Here's a Pat Mahomes. This is the Donruss Elite base to $499.10. His stuff's pretty hot right now. I'm a Chiefs fan. I don't really feel like paying the prices that his stuff sells at. I'll just hold off. Trubisky. Prism Refractor base 10. We got Dalvin Cook. $499.10 on this Elite 17. Great looking set. Love the Elite. I'll probably get some boxes of Elite 18 football when it drops this summer. Here's a cool Dalvin Cook. This is just the base auto because it's not numbered, but it is PSA 10. So did well on this Dalvin. Dalvin Cook score, PSA 10. So I mean, all this modern football and modern baseball is just so much different to try to slab than the older stuff. So here's a blue wave to 149 of Alvin Kamara, mint 9. And then the blue wave prism. This one is numbered to 149 right there. A PSA 10 on that one. We've got a Deshaun Watson gold team. A couple of these cards here. So PSA 10 on this gold team. It's actually a pretty neat card. Low end insert too. And then a PSA 10 on this one. Here's an Alvin Kamara turn of the century auto to 99. It's numbered right there. And PSA 10 on this one. Here's a McCaffrey. This is a pretty big card in a 10. It's the Elite Blue to 15. So PSA 10 on this one. That's a really neat card. So I'll probably put that in the store because I don't PC McCaffrey. Here's a score base of McCaffrey 10. Fournette, blue wave. I think there's a couple of these blue waves. So these are out of 149. Yeah, right there. 149 on these blue waves. PSA 10. And also PSA 10 on this one. So same card, a couple 10s. Doing a little bit better here now with these cards. Here's a Brees Rookies and Stars. I didn't have this one slabbed either, so that'll go into the registry. I just don't see a lot of copies of this slabbed online to buy ever either, so I just figured I'd try to do it myself. So PSA 9 on that one. Another Bowman Chrome Edge base, getting a 9, so I don't know what I'm missing on this set. Maybe you guys can catch something. I know it's different when you're not in person, but is it off-centered or something? Mint 9 on that one. Pros and Prospects. Brees, this is a great looking card. Severely undervalued considering how much the Brady's worth, and then the Brees is just a fraction of that. So Pros and Prospects out of 1,000, mint 9. And then let's go with this Griffey 1990 Star Yellow Career Info. Got a 9, so there's those ones. All right, here we go with some football to start it off, and some newer football. 2017 Panini Prism Mike Williams. 149 on this one. Nice looking card. Not much production at all from him last year. We'll see how this year pans out for him. This is kind of a Prism Mojo Randy Moss. Pretty neat card. It's actually numbered to 10. So there on the back, it's got a little gold numbering there to 10. So PSA 10 on that one from 17 Prism. We've got this Peterson Bronze Stars. I believe these were only available in the I forgot what it was called. First off the line or something. So Bronze Stars. There's a print run of like 6 on this. So PSA 10 in the Saints uni. Pretty neat card for a Peterson collector. A little tilt there. Kareem Hunt. It's a little Chiefs running back action here. This one is actually to 275, so did well on this one. We've got a couple Hunt prisms. These are just the base. Don't know what his hobby looks like right now. I haven't really looked into Kareem Hunt cards lately, but a couple nice base refractor rookies and 10s from Prism, and we've got the base rookie auto with some nice shine going on there at PSA 10 on this one. And then 1989 Star Ken Griffey Jr. with the white back. This is the personal data one, mint 9 on that. 2004 Upper Deck Foundations Fitzy. This one is numbered to 499, really small numbering right there, and a nice solid PSA 10 on this one. 98 Score Moss, so I didn't do too well on this card. Check your black border and then dents on the back. It's the main two things after handing like 100 of these over time. Here's a select certified gold Piazza. Just bought this raw for like $5, and I figured it looks clean. Let's try it. PSA 9 on that. Great looking shine and a 90s insert. So here's a badass Bowman Piazza, or Bowman Tome. So here's the 10. To me, this one, I think the 9 looks nicer because this one's a little off-centered. That's just me. But it is slabbed as a 10, so take it. Here's a Plaxico Burris. I don't know why I slabbed this. These Topps Chrome rookies were pretty cool. If Topps would have printed a Brady card of this, it'd be a huge, huge card. But they didn't, so Plaxico. Big player, hot player back in the day. Here's a Harper 2012 Bowman Chrome Prospects. Just a prospect card. Mint 9 on that. Now we've got this Topps Season Opener Moss. Beautiful 10 on this one. In a set that's pretty tough with these silver grayish borders, so take that for sure. Here's a 98 Bowman in at 10 form, so did a little better on this one. Very solid there. SP Authentic Derek Carr. This is the base version, not the SP. It has a different photo. So PSA 10 on this. This next card's really embarrassing almost because it's such a low-end card, and to get an 8 on it is just shabby. I'll put that in the store for like $3 or $4, and somebody will scoop it up for the registry. So Thomas 8 in the 92. We've got another Griffey. This one got a 9 as well, so I don't think we pulled a 10 on the Don Russes in this one, but there's always next order. So this one looks fabulous. Not sure what went wrong with it. Mint 9 on that one. And then we've got this Maddox 87 Donruss. These are always a tough slab in my opinion. Centering plays a big issue with these baseballs on the side. So 8.5 is not terrible in this set to me. So it's off-center though. That's the main problem. It's got nice corners and edges though. So 8.5 on the Maddox. Next box. We've got this is an Alex Rodriguez Can't Miss. Cool little 90s insert there. So mint 9 on this one. Edge, SP Authentic. I think we saw one of these in the first half of this order. So another mint 9 on the Future Watch Edge. Great looking card of the possible Hall of Famer. Here's one of the Michael Jordans in the order. This is the 92 Upper Deck International Italian. So I don't know if there's different variations or something going on. Maybe the language on the back's Italian. Yeah, that's what it is. A couple Torrey Holtz did very well on these two. These were just out of hobby boxes. So 99 Topps Torrey Holt PSA 10. I believe he will get in the Hall of Fame. Just don't know when, but it will happen. And then a Finest from a break I did a while back. PSA 10 on this one. And Peterson Topps Chrome. I mint 9 on this one. Not bad. Or 8, sorry. Don't know what I was thinking there. Frank Thomas. We've got some Bowmans here. A couple PSA 9s on these Bowmans. So I must be missing something, some minor on these that's holding me back. So I'll have to take a closer look at these after the video's finished and kind of reflect and then move forward with my Bowman slabbing. Here's a Peterson Bowman Chrome Base 10. And then I'm going to have to order some perfect fits for all these puppies. So a 10 on this. Peterson, we got a Peterson score. This is the atomic parallel, mint 9 on this one. Great looking design there. There's a lot going on though. Here's an 8 on the Bowman, so this is just, it's sad actually. And that one's off-centered badly, so I just messed up on that one basically. Don't know how else to say it. Here's a mint 9 with the base one, not the no-name one. So in the college uniform there with Auburn. And then this card, this card baffled me and my brother. I kind of showed it to him, and it is a little bit off-center, but for these black corners and edges, it looks really, really nice. So it got an 8. And then the base Rogers Topps got a 9. That's very solid. Moving to modern with this MVP Prism refractor 10. And then a little adventurous here with the 91 Bowman, but it paid off. So a 10 on this Frank Thomas. Love these old sets. And they look very cool in the slabs. Here's the 92 Bowman with the horizontal look to it. This is a great photo in the batting cage there. So PSA 10 on this one. And I think there is a couple more Bowmans, so rounding it out with a couple more mint 9 Bowman. So there's something that I'm just not seeing with these puppies. I'll have to show him to my brother. He's my main grader. Or he takes a look at the cards after I do and kind of fixes my mistakes. He's got a closer eye than me. So I'll have to see what he thinks about those 9s. Bowman Chrome, Calvin, PSA 10. That's the base version. We got Ultra, Peyton Manning in a 9. Very iconic card from his rookie year. Nice solid grade on that one. And the Bowman Chrome. That's just a very clean card. The photo's awesome. Loved how Bowman did the up close. I think they still do it. So that's fantastic. Here's a really cool Jeter. I just had this in, actually, oddly enough, a binder from my childhood. This is like one of the only cards that looked nice out of it. And it got a 10, so that's just awesome. Here's a 95 Topps. I've struggled with this card in the past, pulling 8s and 7s, so I did get a 9 on the third-year Jeter's Topps Future Star card. Very neat-looking Jeter. Peyton Manning, Upper Deck Encore. Tough foil on this one. And these black corners, that black corner is usually messed up a little bit. So mint 9 on that one. Gotta get some water. Moving on to 93 Topps. Love this card. And we'll definitely take a mint 9 on it. Here's an Upper Deck Victory. This is the rookie orientation of LeBron in an 8.5. Not bad. With all this black going on. This one looks really, really good though in person. And then this card is kind of weird. It's like a cartoon. It's a second year Bazooka Comics LeBron. I don't know if I'll keep it. It's not a style of card that I usually collect. I don't know why I have that card, to be honest with you. Here's some LeBrons coming up with the Topps one. This is a great card, and it's continuing to increase in value. So LeBron Topps base. We've got the couple Bowman Chromes here. So the Bowman Chrome, this one got an 8. Doesn't look that bad though. And then the next one got a PSA 9, so I did a little better on this one. I always try to hold the cards like this, because if I tilt in like that, you see that nasty glare. Try to hold it like this so you guys don't get that on on the back end there. This was just kind of like a forced slabbing. When I say that term, I mean I'm sending it in to get it slabbed just because it's like a good card of a great player. It's not something that you should slab if you saw it. You know, you see it raw and you're like, oh, this card's kind of in bad shape. I shouldn't send it. But this is kind of one I just forced right through the doors, and it got a 7. So that's kind of what I get. And then this one got a 9. It was much better looking. Beautiful card though, that Star rookie. Very, very affordable too. If you want to pick up a LeBron card. Let's do this Donruss Griffey. So another mint 9. I think I sent 5 of these in and I got 5 9, so it is what it is on those Donrusses. And then we did good on these score chippers, so I don't know. I think I bought some of these in lots and some I just got out of packs, so it pays to break junk wax sometimes. So here's some 10s on the 91 score chipper, and then a couple more 10s on the score. So I think the pop is, this isn't one of the tougher sets from his rookie year. It's kind of a rough photo of it. So 2 more right there. And then the last one rounded out the 5 10s on the score. So that was pretty nice there with those chippers. Let's get to this one. Some more basketball. My brother has some cards in this deck, I believe. So we got the Fleer update. Barry Bonds. I bought a huge lot of these. I think I bought like 75 or 100 of these puppies. And I was just kind of surveying for candidates, and it's a really weird set. It's got some of them have a blue line going across the bottom edge. I don't know what that's from, like the printer or something. So it was tough to find candidates, but I found that Mint 9, and then I found this gem. So to me, the Mint 9 looks a little better. This one's off-centered, right? Doesn't that 9 look better? Centering-wise, at least. So here's a 10 in this one. I think this card's worth like 80, 85 bucks in a 10, so that was pretty slick there. That kind of makes up for a lot of the weird grades I've been getting. I thought this was a 10. I want to start up a little Bonds registry, so love the 93 tops. That one got a 9. Here's a Maddox top straighted. Mint 9 on this one. To me, honestly, this set, guys, is so tough for me to judge. We'll have to get together at the National if people are going and just talk about sets. I could probably talk about that all day. 2002 Donruss Classics Peppers. It's to 1,000. That's a great looking Peppers. He's actually coming back for the 2018 season, so we'll see what he does. I think he's like 38 now. Here's some more football. McCaffrey, Instant Impact, Refractor, 10. Fournette, nice little turn of the century. This is the red to 49. Pretty good shine on that one too. Here's a Fournette Aspirations red to 73 from Elite. Lots of certified and Donruss Elite in this order. Those are kind of the 2 sets that I collected heavy in football last year. And this is a second year Tomlinson. It's just kind of like a insert auto, basically. It's not numbered or anything, but it did get a 10. We got the Topps Gallery LT in a 10. That's a nice one to add to the registry. Not the coolest card of him, but still a rookie card. This is a huge card. My brother was telling me about this card. Jokic, he said he bought it raw for like 20 or 30 bucks, and it got the 10. I think it's worth, I don't know, 700 bucks or something crazy. It's the Mojo Prism. I don't know why they use that term. It's so weird, but it's out of 25. So huge Jokic. And then here's some of his basketball coming up. Dennis Smith Jr. This is Contender 17 to 15. The playoff ticket got a 10 too. And Josh Richardson. This is a 2015 Panini Prism auto. Mint 9 on that one. A couple of these Kristaps. This one got a 10. It's out of 299. So this is probably a pretty big card as well. 7-1-220. Man, that's thin. And then a PSA 7. So he must have missed something on this for sure to pull a 7. So probably he was disappointed about that one. Devin Booker. Great player. This is the Prism Auto Mint 9. And then Karis LeVert. Don't know a lot about this guy. But Optic 2016, the gold auto. Is it numbered on the back? Yeah, it's out of 10 there. So low print on that one. Really nice grade too. And then we've got this Miles Turner cracked ice auto from Contenders Draft 15 to 23 right there. Great looking card there. PSA 10 on that one. And then we got another Jokic purple. This one's out of 99, I think. Yeah. So another big Jokic. Pulled the 10 from the Prism. And Kelsey. Longevity, holofoil to 99. Travis Kelsey, PSA 9. So those are some nice grades there on those ones. And get to this box. 99 score, rookie preview auto of Edge in an 8. Probably a forced slabbing on that one as well. Whoops, Ultra, Randy Moss. Mint 9 on that one. Score. Couple scores here. These both got mint 9, so must have missed something. Mint 9 on these Moss scores. Very, very low end card right there. So, and then here's a constant threat to 1,000. A nice solid mint 9. Put that into the master set. Hopefully it's part of the master set, but if it's not, I can still ask PSA to add it, which is a really cool feature that some of my subscribers showed me how to do. Brilliance Blue, this is a big time card right here, because these are almost always scratched up badly. This one happened to come from ComC, just looking really, really clean, so I sent it in and got a 10. It's awesome. And then the Topps Chrome, this is the refractor. It's got great shine going on. So great card right there. PSA 9 on that one. Finite, 540. This is the Radiance version. Pretty low print run on this puppy. Uncommon Valor. That was a pretty neat set they did in 98. They just did a bad job with the quality control on the foil. A couple of these Mosses. The 98 Upper Deck Star Rookie. Love this card. So mint 9 here. And then the next one, grabbed the 10. So did well on these Mosses. You know, if you watch the Melvins, a lot of these Moss cards come through. And I do send a lot of them in, but most of them don't make the cut to get sent off. Here's some more Bowman. So a Bowman 9 here. And this next one got a PSA 10. Topps Chrome. Pretty shabby with these. I mean, not shabby, but this set, I checked the pop on it. It's like a 60% pop, so you should be pulling 10s if you know what you're doing. But apparently I don't. 9s on these puppies. Keep saying puppies, I don't really know why. And then a couple Correas. We got these Bowman. Let's do this one first. This card's really neat. I just saw it over there. 94 Bowman Griffey. Got the 9. Was looking for the 10. And then these Correas. Bowman drafts. I think we saw some of these in the first half of this video. So 10s on those Bowman draft papers. Alright, here we go with the home stretch. About 50 or so cards left. So if you've hung around for the whole video, it's about going to come to completion. Julio, or Mark Ingram, sorry, to 150. This is the SPX. They actually didn't make this set by itself. You had to get these in boxes of SP Authentic. Just a weird fact. So 150 on that one. Jamal Murray. This is Timeless Treasures material to 99. So did well on that one. Moving on to this beautiful LT Future Watch PSA 9. That one's out of 500. Rookies and Stars Moss. This set is really not that tough, so I don't know what the deal was with this 8. So an 8 on this Moss. Here's a nice patch on this Kamara. Certified to 50. Numbered right there. Great looking patch going on there. So PSA 10 on that one. Some football here. McCaffrey Ground Force from Donruss. Low end McCaffrey insert. 10 on this one. This is actually the SSB to 5. This is the Elitist Gold Fournette. PSA 10. That's a big time card right there. Then we got this Griffey. This is red all around. I was like hoping 859, so I got the 8. So Oh well. Quasars, love this insert set. Woodson in a mint 9. Future Hall of Famer right there. And a great insert. And then classic collector's edition. This is a neat card. I don't really see this one pop up a lot. It's not rare though, I'm just saying. I don't see it a lot in listings or anything. And then here's a Pudge. 93 Donruss. This is slabbing some pretty low end cards when you're slabbing that that card. It's like a 20-cent card. But I like slabbing it. So here's the cards that didn't get graded. Let's just go through them real quick and see what happened with these ones. This is no holder. I don't know what that means because it's just got a white chip on the left. I don't think I sent it in like that. Don't know what that means because they sent one in before the exact same card and they had a holder for it. So this is exquisite Jamal Charles that was recolored. So somebody got out their crayons and did some work on that one. Same with this Pacific Brady. They probably tried to color green on the bottom. I don't know why people color cards. Minimum size requirement on the LT. This Rogers, same thing. That's the Upper Deck Star rookie. So maybe if they look clean, I'll try SGC on those. And then this Peyton. This is his rookie card. Got the size requirement as well, so pretty good out of 500 cards. That's the only ones that didn't get slabbed. I'll take that all day long. That's like one card out of 100. All right, next we got this McCaffrey rookie introductions, PSA 10. Bonds Topps rated 9. I think there's a couple of these, so these both got 9. So getting close on these ones. I just bought a huge lot of these. I think it was like 85 cards, so I'll have to try my hand at the next batch and try to get some 10s on these, but 9's pretty damn good. So a couple 9s on the Topps traded bonds XRCs, and then we got the a bunch of the 87 Topps. So I think I just kept pulling 9s on these too. So this set's really tough for me. Like I can see that one's off center. This one looks pretty good right there. Let's take a look at the other 3. There's 3 more of these. And then this one is like a different color because the printer must have had more ink when it was doing this one. It is off center just a tad too. This one's centered very well. Maybe a little fatter on the right. And then this one, really dark coloring, so they might just be off-centered a little bit, and that's why they're getting the 9s. Here's a Griffey Starburst. These were pretty tough pulls, I think. It got an 8 though, so yikes. Here's a Bowman Chrome Meteoric Rise insert from 2000. So I don't collect a lot of Griffey with the Reds. I know he spent a lot of years there. It's just when I followed him the closest, he was with the Mariners, and I think there's a lot of collectors that share that same notion with Griffey stuff. So Bowman 91 Pudges. I think we've seen a lot of these already, but I just keep getting 9s, so take it, and try for 10s next time. So a couple Pudges. Here's some Donruss 1990 Griffies. Kind of like the Diamond Kings. Mint 9s on these too. And the Ultra Moss, this is sick. PSA 10 on this one. It's one of the coolest cards in the order. It's probably a $40 card, but it's just so neat. Slab like that. Bowman, another Bowman 10, so pretty well on these Bowman Mosses. The Bowman Interstate 8.5. Tough foil on these, this silver foil. Lends to some tough grading. And then Fleer Tradition 98. Golden Memories. I think I forgot to put the Golden Memories on there. I could be wrong, I don't know. But mint 9 on that one. And then Series 2 91 Classic 10 Griffey. So lots of Griffies in this order. Here's some football. 03 Bowman Chrome Andre Johnson refractor to 500. Great shine. Future Hall of Famer with that one. Bowman Chrome Ricky Williams. Mint 9 on this. Kind of like the edges that were seen in the parts of the video. I think I had a few of those edges. Here's an SP Authentic AJ Green. 10 on that one. Pretty easy set. Here's a Phillip Rivers 04 Upper Deck Star Rookie Limited. PSA 10 on this one. Jordan. So did well on this. League leader. PSA 10 from 92 Fleer. Amon Green. This is the SP Authentic die cut. This one is to 500 right there. And the PSA 9. These stacks are getting crazy high. I've got all 500 cards to the right here. Once I finish, I'll take a quick shot of it. It looks crazy. Ricky SPX 99. This is to 500. Him and Dante Culpepper had lower print autos in this set. I don't really know why, but kind of cool little variants that they added in there. Here's a Brees UD Legends to 750 in an 8. Aspirations Breeze, we saw a 9 earlier in the video. This is out of 85. Here's an 8. Fleer Premium Star Ruby Red, an 8. Very, very tough set with this red. This one actually looks pretty good. Clean copy there with the 8. And then Topps Debut with the 8 here to 499. This is a really cool card actually. 17 Prism Gold Prism to 10. PSA 10. We've got the Game Gear 8. This set's really sensitive. I try to grade the Vick LTs and Breezes, and they're all like 6s and 7s, so this 8's actually pretty good. EX, great looking card. Very undervalued as well, to 1,000. Upper Deck graded. This is a solid grade here. The Auto Rookie out of 500, a PSA 10 on this one. Focus. This is the base Focus out of 1850. Topps Chrome Gold Refractor Charles 10. One's out of 50. Just kind of a PC Chiefs card. Cool photo. He actually had like a huge, I think he had like 200 and some yards that game. Chiefs won in overtime, I believe. And then Reggie Wayne. This is just a really cool card because it's the gold one to 50. It did get an 8, but this was off of ComC. And then the last card in the entire order coming up. Steven Jackson, 2004 Topps Chrome Gold X-Fractor. Mint 9 out of 279. Great looking shine and card. Don't know if he'll be a Hall of Famer, but still rad card. That's it. So here's the stacks. I'll just lift the camera up. There's all 500. Terrible glare there, but I'll tilt the camera for you guys. So these stacks, I mean, this stack right here is probably holding, I don't know, 50 cards or so. So there's 500 of them. I'll get these all sorted and put into the store and some into the PC, and then we'll just get the video uploaded and keep on going with the 500 card orders.